50% of all office buildings are empty and about to crash the entire economy. Hey everybody, Scott Walters, buckle up, strap in. I got a hard-hitting pulling punches, no sugarcoating it, no rainbows, no sunshine. Just going to give it to you straight. We got a good one to unpackage today. Hold on to your hats and glasses as we blow the lid off yet another polarizing hot topic. Well, it's not actually that polarizing, although it should be if you're new. Please subscribe. Subscribe right away. There's never been a more important time in history to get centered and surrounded with like-minded people. Iron will sharpen iron. We're going to sharpen some iron today, my friends. Buckle up. It's getting scary out there, right? This is real. This isn't just some doom and gloomers now talking on YouTube about how there's going to be an economic crash. A recession. This is real. It's knocking at the door. It is here. Take your pick, throw a dart at a map of things that could do it, and you'll hit something that'll do it. Job losses, inflation, real estate crashing, you name it. Take your pick. It's almost guaranteed now. It now becomes what level of an economic downturn? Is it as bad as 2008? Scott, my real estate agent says it won't be as bad as 2008. The loans are stronger now, Scott. They're not. They've got financial gain in these markets. They have to cheerlead it. Who are you going to listen to? Somebody has to sell you a house to pay their own bills? Whew. Come on, man. Come on. You know better than that. Anyway, today we're going to just do a little short read, abbreviated read through an article of a company that's gearing up to do something that's very, very shocking. And it's true. I know. Are you seeing this too? Even here where I live, an episode of $1 Million Listing by the beach in Southern California. Empty commercial, office space, retail space, you name it. Movie theaters shut down, malls, anchor store, gone. Do you think that most people just drive by, where's the cheap gas? They don't even know what we're talking about. I would be willing to bet 50% of the people you see walking or driving around the streets today have no idea of the waters we're swimming in. They're going to be blindsided. A deer in the headlights as this thing plays out. You, because we've at least talked about it, acknowledged it, exposed it to the light, will be able to operate more efficiently within it. We're able to navigate through it, possibly capitalize within it, if not at least be able to survive, hopefully thrive. That's our goal here. You see, the path to wealth is in fact in real estate. 90% of all millionaires made their money there. It's a great vehicle to wealth and free time, which is what we all want, right? Free time. Might even be able to start running your mouth on YouTube. Whew, insanity. But the realities are people didn't get rich buying at the height of the biggest bubble ever artificially orchestrated with no organic growth in world history, courtesy of a crisis lockdown environment and the overstimulation of an economy. They didn't get rich doing that. Where did they get rich? You guessed it, buying outside the bubble for potentially pennies on the dollar, which is what this company is apparently getting ready to do. See, reports are coming in, friends, that 50% of all office space, at least in our 100 biggest metros, are empty, vacant. Do you think that's just some owner like me that just owns a big old office building? And if they did, they would be in bigger trouble because they better own it free and clear. And even if you owned it free and clear, if you're collecting zero revenue, you still have tax, cost to operate, maintenance, utilities, a lot of stuff to keep the lights, or not even the lights on, even the lights off. A building, you can't carry a property that's empty for any significant amount of time. And it's been empty for a significant amount of time. So this commercial real estate, it's tied to what we call commercial mortgage-backed securities. So investment groups. And those mortgage-backed securities, people own those. And they're about to take a massive, massive hit because these empty commercial buildings have the capability of being the knockout blow to our economy. Don't believe me? Let's go ahead and read this article, and then we'll meet back here to wrap it up. Let's get started. Distressed asset specialist sees deals in reckoning that dwarfs '08 collapse. President Steve Madura, whose firm specializes in distressed assets, has sold it all But soon he expects an onslaught of a much more common type of property, commercial real estate. The next couple of years, when roughly $500 billion in commercial mortgage loans will require repayment or refinance per the Mortgage Bankers Association, will dwarf the 2008 financial collapse, Madura said. There are huge rows of office buildings in Chicago with 50% vacancy rates, Madura said. You want to convert so many office buildings to residential? That only goes so far. We understand this is not just dollars and cents. This is somebody's life and livelihood, he said. We take this very seriously and pride ourselves as being sensitive to the humanity of all this. Yes, I bet you do, as you lick your chops and get ready to scoop up a massive amount of discounts. Let's get back to the studio so we can wrap this one up. All right, friends, welcome back. So there you go. This guy, and it's true, right? It's true. It's hard to argue with the truth. Anybody that thinks they can blow a hole through this, sadly mistaken. See, this bubble, I've always said, will be much different than the '08 bubble. '08 was really targeted initially at residential mortgages due to adjustable rate mortgages and things like that. Loan quality. We got a bigger problem now. The bigger problem now is, and even though eventually commercial suffered, but it started with residential and then got into commercial because companies went out of business. When recessions kick in, people adjust their spending. They can't go out and spend the way they used to, so businesses suffer. You can start doing layoffs, throwing stuff overboard, downsizing, but eventually you pull the plug. And if you drank the economic Kool-Aid, which many companies did, we've seen Amazon, Google, Microsoft, everybody throwing stuff overboard. Why? Because they drank the Kool-Aid. Had they just stayed lean and mean, maybe they could have weathered the storm. They thought that this new normal was going to be forever. But we knew it wasn't. A small percentage of us, like I said, if you're new, subscribe. Centered and surrounded like-minded people. Iron will continue to sharpen iron. This guy says he feels bad for these people. He's going to try to practice some humanity within all this, but he's anticipating that this is going to be worse than the 2008 financial crisis. So make no mistake about it. It's not just me anymore over here saying that this is in fact going to end one way with a downturn, correction, recession, or depression. It's not just me. People, it's everybody now. It's pretty much everybody. The only people that won't admit it are the people that have financial gain, that have to cheerlead these markets because out of self-preservation. They have no choice. They're in survival mode, fighting for their life right now. And I've walked in those shoes before in the last downturn. I remember as a high-level, highly trained sales guy, management, I had to go swallow my pride, and I was offered to stay with the company at a reduction in pay, even taking a lesser role because the upper management had to step into my role, the owners. And eventually I was like, no, I'm out, man. I'm too big time for that kind of stuff, you guys. I didn't understand. I'm like many people now. And then the writing was on the wall as the recession kicked in. I had to go take just a normal sales guy job. Now, luckily, I was always been a salesman, so I wasn't out of work for very long, but I had a reduction in income. That's what's happening to people as we speak now. They don't understand yet. I do. You do, because we've walked in those shoes before. We understand the boom cycles. We know when we overheated the biggest asset class in the world, the U.S. real estate market, that there was going to be blowback. And that's the blowback we're now experiencing as commercial real estate is about to suffer a knockout blow, and it's going to come visit the entire economy. In final thoughts, I come to you as a friend, as a content creator. Somebody wants to see you not only win in real estate, win in life, understanding the waters we're swimming in now are very, very dangerous. Make sure you're very awake, very aware right now. Stay close to this channel so I can do it for you. Don't take some of the. You can read the tea leaves, the data, the charts. I don't care. You can read it all until the cows come home. It won't save you. It won't save you. This is gonna. You can, like I've always said, with this crash, throw the playbook out the window. The data will not save you. You just have to be a level-headed realist. Expect the unexpected. Understanding doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result, is the definition of insanity. We got the market in another bubble. To say this time is different would be insane. Every time they've exhibited bubble behavior, they've in fact crashed every single time. We have to prepare ourselves for what's potentially around the corner, because if and when it happens, we'll be able to operate within it much more efficiently. I'm going to continue to blow the lid off it every step of the way, because it's not only what we need, it's in fact what we deserve. If you appreciate the content, I want to humbly ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I would love to hear from you. Social media links in the description of this video if you'd like to contact me there, along with links to channels I've appeared on I think you might enjoy. If you need help buying or selling real estate here in America, I have the biggest network of top-rated agents in the nation ready to assist you. It would be our honor and our privilege to do so. Email in the description for you as well. Also, if you're watching from your television set today and you enjoyed this video, I think you're really going to love the next video. And there's an easy subscribe icon for your convenience. As always, thank you for your time. Please go make it count today. I'll see you on the next video.